Hey everybody, Wolfie here. Back to work. Gotta get everything done for the wood pile, getting all the firewood cut up. Got pretty good stockpile so far. Not a lot. Nowhere near enough for what we need to get through the winter and stuff, but trying to get so the sun's not blacking out the camera. But I wanted to show you this cool thing Jeanette bought me. To go with my goat for doing logging and stuff, like whether it's for firewood or for the sawmill. Gotta have all the tools, right? So I'll turn the camera around and show you the cool new thing. Okay, so what we have is a TimberJack. It's peavy pole. It's got the stand with it as well. Oops. So you can lift the log up off the ground while you're cutting it. So we're gonna do a quick assembly here, and I can show you all how they go together and how they work. Okay, so we're gonna do our assembly here in the woodshed. We got our bolts out here. This thing should make moving the logs around and stuff a lot easier for me. Rolling them for the sawmill, so on and so forth. But we'll start with our bottom section. We've got this nice tooth welded in here for digging in, and we put in our, this is a really simple put together, like assembly for these things, which is awesome. Get it put together. They've come with the locking nuts. They have the, I'm not sure if that's visible in the camera, but they've got the Teflon ring inside them. It helps keep them nice and tight. Figure out what size socket we need here. There we go. Okay, better fit with that one. Okay, bolt down. Get a wrench on the side. These locking nuts are great because once they start, that Teflon ring that's built into them starts to grab, they ain't going too far. That socket isn't working right for it. May have to go with just 2 wrenches for the assembly. If I have one that'll, well, we'll use that socket. There we go. Nice and tight. Now we have our cant hook on here. And as you can see, only closes so far. It's kind of a safety measure to an extent. Now, we put in our stand piece here. Now this is an optional thing. You don't have to have it on here, but I'm going to put it on and keep it permanently fastened. Because I like the idea of being able to lift the log up off the ground. Now, what I'm doing here with the bolts for this, because of the fact this is going to go through a lot of hell, I put the bolts in, one from each side, so the nuts are on opposite sides from each other. And I don't know when I started doing that type of thing, but it's just something that is kind of stuck. And for anything where there's more than one bolt, now these ones you want to tighten right solid. They are locking nuts. But, ooh. This thing's not grabbing this bolt properly. There we go. Alex is going crazy. He can hear the neighbors over at Dan's working away. And their four-wheeler. Yeah, I can clearly hear the four-wheeler. Now, whether or not that's them over at their place or someone coming in, I haven't got a clue. But odds are it's them over at their place. Everybody's back getting ready for hunting seasons coming up soon. Okay, so here we have our almost fully assembled TimberJack. So you can see you get a little bit of free play with that. Now, the handle, where it screws together, they actually got a nice heavy solid steel bar reinforcement at the joint, which is really nice. They got this really nice heavy duty grip on the end, but it just slides in. Woo! There we go. Fully assembled, ready for use. I do believe the measurement is 4 foot, or just barely, like a couple inches over 4 foot. But we'll go over the logs I hauled up in the last video of cutting wood and stuff, so a couple videos back, and I'll show you how these things work. Okay, so got these logs that I hauled up. Now what you do is you lower it down over your hook down over. You get a nice good bite in there with the jaws. And with the leg, what you can do is one hand Now she's up off the ground, and you can sit there, you can cut a couple chunks off. Lots of clearance. No more saw hitting the ground, hitting brush, grass, crap like that all over the ground, or digging into the ground. And this thing can lift up quite like a pretty good length of log, probably something double this size. Yeah, I'd say close to double the size of these things. Something around, well, these are 8-inch logs at the big end, like the bigger two, and they're 7 feet long. I could probably use it to lift up like this, a log that's 15, even 20 feet long, if I'm only lifting it up a section at a time, kind of thing, where you just lift it, cut a couple blocks, put it down, lift it, move the TimberJack over, and as you can see, easy to unload. Lift her back up again. Whew! And have a good grip on it when it brings that log back. Yeah, this is going to be awful nice while I'm out in the woods. Now, I think what I'm going to have to do is where the handle screws together, I'm going to put some Teflon tape on the threaded part, and so it holds a little better. Yeah, this is my TimberJack. Now, a nice part here for the goat is, oh, will it fit? Will it fit? Will it fit? No! Dang! Gonna need a bigger piece of pipe. I put this piece of PVC pipe on my log arch on the goat, in hopes that I'd be able to just slide the handle down in here and it could just stand in right in the side here, to have the base down here to stop it from going down too far. Plus it would catch on this part here if need be. But looks like I'm gonna need a bigger piece of pipe. Or maybe disassemble the handle, like unscrew the handle, put it in, because it looks like the pipe itself, like the handle itself, would fit through. It's the grip that wouldn't fit through there. Yeah, I'll figure it out. One way or another, I'll figure it out. But here we go. My TimberJack can't hook peavy pole. Lots of names for these things. I saw one on one of the ads for them, and they had like 7 or 8 different names for the dang things. So, could have been on somebody's video too on YouTube. But this is an average size, not for monster size logs, but big, good enough for anything I cut. So, well, really hard to see in that, the way the shadow is there. Put it here by the, there we go. Perfect. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I can't wait to test this thing out, actually out in the woods. See how things go. Do some more log cutting today. Probably lots more tomorrow. Harley and Paul are coming to help me finish up the firewood pile. We're going to get our logs there all cut up as well. Busy week this coming week. Lots of firewood.